guys, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Kenna, and if this is the first time you're seeing my face, you're highly welcome. Welcome to my space, welcome to my home, welcome to my channel. Okay, so today is Friday and obviously we are going to be having a food video. So yeah guys, if you have been on this channel, you would have noticed how much I rave about prawns and shrimps. I love it so much. So I basically like meat that doesn't have bone, because of recent, on top of that, the dentist told me that I cannot eat any bones. So I've been eating a lot of fish fish, prawns, snails, and just things like that. And I actually love these meals, thank God, because if I did not like them, it would have been something else. So today I am going to show you how I make my simple prawns. See, honestly, I never learned how to make this anywhere. I just decided to buy the thing, come to my house and cook it any way that's going to taste nice in my mouth, and I tried making it this way and I love it. The only thing I heard from people, or the only thing I learned from people, was just that garlic, and how they call this spice, eshallot. I did not see eshallot, so I'm not using eshallot. Eshallot is basically these small onions. It's usually the dried one, but I did not see it, so I just went ahead. I'm not eating onion. I did leeks. That's what I'm putting inside, leeks. So yeah guys, that's what we're going to cook. But before coming here to do this intro, I have already, since it's really simple, it doesn't have a lot of ingredients, I had just gone ahead to spice my prawns, which is what I'm going to show you right now. So it was pretty easy. After cleaning and washing the prawns and everything, I just went ahead to put in my garlic. I put in the garlic, put in my favorite spice, the mixed spice. I put it in there, and then I also put in leeks and white pepper. That is it, like simple, easy, pretty, and I'm leaving it there to just soak in the spices. Another thing I also discovered about prawns is that prawns, it does not take a lot to for the spice to get inside. You know the way sometimes chicken will be showing you wahala. No, prawns for me it's not like that. It's usually very easy. It takes the spices in really fast. So yeah guys, I did that. As I've marinated the prawns and kept them there to just, after marinating the prawns, I've just kept it there for 15 to 20 minutes so that it should absorb the spices. Presently frying dodo, because I will be having these prawns with dodo. And then it's time for us to have a discussion. So if you would like to hear what we're going to talk about today, keep watching. Okay, so guys, today I'm going to be talking about my motherhood regrets, things I wished I did differently. Yeah, because we know that motherhood is one of those things that you learn on the job. You get into it not knowing how it feels. You have heard people talk about it, but when you get into it, you discover that what you know, or what you thought you knew, you don't know anything. It's completely different. Okay, yes, you have an idea of taking care of a baby and all that, but an experience as a mom is completely different. So yeah guys, I just want to tell you my regrets, like I said. And the very first thing I regret, or I wish I did differently, was I wish I had kids later. I have said that so many times here. I wish I did. I wish I didn't have kids when I had kids. See guys, I was excited about the whole, oh, I'm getting married and having kids. Like, my first child was not a planned thing. I did not plan it. I was just like, okay, I know that normally when you get married you have kids, but I got pregnant before I got married. I got pregnant while planning for my marriage. It's not like don't come and say it's because of the baby that I got married. So I got pregnant while planning for my marriage, for my wedding, and I was just like, oh yeah, I was ready. Because normally, you know, growing up in a Cameroonian society, in the African society, they tell you after you get married you have to have kids. So I was like, okay, these are coming hand in hand, right? I've gotten pregnant, now I'm going to have a baby, I'll be a family woman. I was excited about it. Then I had the baby. Oh my god guys, there is so much that you don't know till you have a baby. I was in shock. I was like, oh my god, is this how, if I, like, it was crazy. It was so crazy. And I was just like, oh my god, because I was going through a lot. I had to be dealing with, oh, I'm married to this person now, I'm somebody's wife, I'm trying to hold the Mrs. name, I'm trying to take care of this man, I'm trying to, like, it came to me like boom, and I was like, oh my god, no. It would have been way easier if I did not have this baby now. You get, not that I don't love my child or I did not love my child. You love your baby. I love my baby to bits, but I just felt like, oh my god, I wish I could wait. I wish I could take my time. I wish I did not just boom baby, boom married, boom baby, and I wish I took my time. Yeah, you get. So that is it. Some people will tell you, oh, they prefer to just get married, give birth, but guys, see, that was not it. After I've gone into this shock, I was still like, the whole baby making thing still excited me. So guess what, I was like, by the time Kaden is turning 1, we're going to be trying for another baby, because inside my head I know that when you're trying, oh no, you're going to try for like months, because I was listening to people's stories about, oh, I tried for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. I had a friend who told me that she tried for 6 years before she had her second child. So you see that her first child is like 6 years old, and then the second one is 1 year old. So I was like, oh my god, I don't want to be in this situation. So I said, from the time that Kaden turns 1, we are trying for number 2. See guys, God was just telling me that, Kenna, you are too fertile, lock your legs, don't do it, do not do it. I went and I tested God, and boom, that same month that we started trying, guys, the month that Kaden turned 1, I got pregnant. As in, I got pregnant on the June. I got pregnant for Monique. I got pregnant for Monique, and I was like, hey, okay, well, this young fertile couple, okay, I was excited about it. But guys, you see, so coming with the 2 kids, it hit me, and it hit me hard. So I just feel like, when I look at it now, I'm like, oh my god, there was so much after I just got married. There was so much I think I could have done before having kids. I understand when some people get married and they're like, no, let's wait first, let me finish school, let me do this business, let me start on my business, let me do this before I have kids. Like, do what works for you. For me, I feel like it did not work. Like, sometimes you just need to enjoy your marriage, learn to live with your partner, adapt to this person, deal with all the wahala that comes with it before moving to another issue. Because when you start having kids, yeah, there are other issues coming in and all that. So yeah, that's the first thing I wish. So the second thing I wish I did differently was just listen to people too much. I was so bothered about people's feelings, what this person would think, how they'll feel bad if I do this. I was considering too many people's feelings. So I was taking foolish advice and rubbish advice. You see, if you put me back to those first days, I'll not blame myself, because at that point I was scared. You see people saying things like, if you don't hold the baby in a particular way, the baby will choke, the baby will this, and I'll follow all those things so religiously. Then I'll come and discover myself like, no, but when I put the baby like this, the baby feels better. Also, people tell me, oh, you have to bathe the baby with this type of thing, you have to do this type of thing, you have to pump the baby like this, you have to do. I was just following. One, because, oh, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. So 2, I was scared. I was like, oh, what if I don't do this thing that they're advising me? And then at the end of the day, see, I cannot tell you the number of times I cried because one person will give me this thing and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. Then another person comes and then I'm confused, and then I pick this other person's opinion over this person's opinion, and then this other person that did not pick their opinion comes and starts quarreling me. Like, see guys, it was crazy. So I just wish that I did not care about people's feelings, and I just went ahead and did what I thought was right for my kids. I wish I could do that, because oh my god, it would have been so easy for me. Not like a know-it-all way, but just do what I want to do without bothering. Because there are so many things that I'll tell you that I did not do because, oh, I felt like I had to do it. I just did it because, oh, I don't want this person to get angry. No, let's just do this thing, just to please people. But now, see, if I give birth now, if I get pregnant now, I'm sorry, everybody will just be surely quarreling with me because I'm doing just what I want to do. If you don't like it, go and cry, go and grumble, but I'll do what I want to do. I'm not bothering to show you guys how I'm frying the plantain, because I feel that by now you have seen me fry plantain like 1 million times, so there's no need for me to show you that. I'll just show you guys at the end the plantain and all that. So yeah guys, the next thing I wish I did differently was just to listen to my gut. See guys, A mom's gut, a mother's gut, do not ignore it. When you feel like this child is not okay, and you feel like something is telling you, take this child to the hospital. My dear sister, take that child to the hospital. When you feel like something is not right, follow your gut. Follow your gut. Like your gut, I don't know how else to put this, but your gut, a mother's gut, is serious. There's so many times I'll just look at Monique and I'm like, this child, you're not looking okay. But my husband will just be like, no, okay, I don't think, I feel like she's tired, I feel like she has not slept well, it's okay, just leave it, and I leave it. And then 2 days later, she's seriously sick, or running helter-skelter, what you get. So I just wish I could follow my gut more, because there were a lot of times that my gut would tell me that this thing is not right, this thing that this child is eating is not right for them to eat it, for example. And then I'll leave other people just talk me out of it, like, no, okay, now you worry a lot, you're too scared, there's nothing there. And then I'll leave it, only for me to come at the end and discover that what I felt, what I was thinking was actually what was there. So I wish I followed my gut. So I always tell mothers, see, if you feel, even if you feel like this child, there's something wrong with the child, and you feel like there's something wrong with this child, and everybody's like, no, nothing, just go, just double check, nothing kills you. I'm not talking about unnecessary fear, because sometimes you're just scared over nothing. I'm talking about your gut. Sometimes something deep inside you from nowhere is just telling you that, you see, there's something not right, this child, there's something, this child is not okay. Please listen to your gut, because I learned a lot from my gut. I learned a lot the hard way from not listening to my gut. People will just brush it off, no, okay, now you're too worried, it's okay, it's nothing big. And at the end of the day, I come and discover that it was actually something big. It was actually something for me to worry about. The next thing that I wish I did not do at the beginning when I just had my kids was to compare, guys. I was comparing. Oh my God, this person's child is walking before my child. Oh my God, this person's child is talking before my child. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And that is something that every mother does. Every mother, okay? In one way or another, we do it. We compare. Oh my God, this thing, sometimes we say it like a joke. You did what, you never did the secret, your friend or a worker, and things like that. I wish I did not compare at the beginning, because I did that a lot at the beginning. Then I got to understand that every child grows differently. Every child has their own way to grow. It doesn't mean that your child is dumb or stupid or anything because they are not growing the way every other person's child is growing. I wish I had compared less. It would have just reduced my stress, because sometimes when you start comparing like that, your friend says, oh, my pikin worker for 8 months, and you're looking at your, oh, 1 year boy, Kaden was a year old, he was not walking. And I was like, my 1 year old is not walking. Oh my God, I don't born now, which can I pick? You start worrying. So it would have reduced a lot of worry if I just stopped comparing. If I was walking around with those people who are constantly comparing, I just shut them down. Oh, you wanna leave my own? Yes, my own is the dullest, my own is the this, my own is the that. People should leave my own. It would have been easier for me, but I was there comparing. See, that I'll compare. My own picking the chop now 4 bottle milk. Mine is but 1. Yeah, all like mothers, we compare to bibos, we compare like crazy people. And I'm just like, why do we do this to ourselves? Like, guys, why do we really do that to ourselves? Mothers, we have to learn to stop comparing. It's just like something normal for us. You go to the clinic, your baby, you look at the other person's baby. How old is your baby? 5 months. You hold your own mind. My kids, like I've said it here before, my kids are always small. It's not that they're looking malnourished or anything. They look fresh and everything, but they're always small. I have small babies generally. So I'll go somewhere, I see somebody's baby is 6 months. Mine is 9 months. It's smaller than that person whose baby is 6 months. And I'm just like, hey, I'll come home and start pumping my child with all kinds of things. Like, oh no, but it's not okay now. How can my own baby be? If I knew, I wouldn't have done that, because it took a lot for me to just get to understand that, you know what, babies grow differently. Each baby is different. Don't compare your baby with anybody, whatever. Like, just concentrate on the baby. Comparing does not help. Basically, what matters is that you're feeding your baby right. You're doing your best with your baby. If you do your best with your baby is coming out cranky and all that, don't listen to what every other person is saying. You're doing your best. Don't start comparing like, mom picking a chubby picking, why are picking papa picking, what? You will grow mad, you will go crazy. So yeah, guys, that is something that I did that I wish I did not do, because it would have just Like, if I didn't do that, it would have made life so easy, way easier. You should know, like, okay, the last thing I want to talk about is just saying that it's okay learning on the job. See, women, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves before having the baby. Some people will read all kinds of books, go through all kinds of stress. I too, hey guys, Google was my friend. I was sleeping there. I had like 7 different baby apps, this one, that one. Like, it's okay to learn on the job. It's okay. I'm not saying that you go in to have a baby without having any knowledge. Just get the basic knowledge, ask your doctor, read about it, and just let it go. I was obsessing, like, from the day I discovered I was pregnant, I was always reading all kinds of things. I want to read, I reach somewhere that I'm not supposed to read, I start panicking, I'm tensioned and all that. But if I had just learned the basics, like what is important, and I just leave it, and I'm like, okay, at least I know that I'm doing what I'm doing, everything I'm supposed to do. I'm not doing anything that is detrimental to my baby. Let me wait, I have this baby and I'm going to learn on the job. It was going to be easier for me. But no, I was like, you have to be the perfect mom. So when this baby is 1 month, you have to do like this. You have to. I was pressuring myself unnecessarily. Like, I felt like I had to gather all this knowledge before having the baby, because only if I gather all this knowledge, I'm going to be the perfect mom. You can still read all those books, do everything, but you still become a crappy mom. It is okay to learn on the job. It is okay to learn on the job of motherhood. So yeah guys, those are just a couple of things I wished I knew or I did differently when I had a baby, before having a baby and all that. Anyway guys, I feel like my shrimps are ready to go on the fire. So what I'm going to do now is put it on the fire. So yes guys, let's do this together. So guys, I got distracted while I was cooking this, but what I do to make it is just pour in some water, a little bit of water, drop some oil and leave it to boil, and it comes out like this. See guys, this is heavenly. I love it so much when I eat it. You should try this and tell me what you think. Okay, thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I'm going to see you next time. Love you. Bye.